Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton. This is Devin Brow.
What's up? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I kind of missed you.
Did we?
In a weird way.
We didn't do the podcast last week really much, me and you.
You were on assignment at the beach.
Oh man,
doing all the hard work.
I had my toes in the sand about this time.
Talking to what's the show they're filming?
Baywatch.
Yeah, Baywatch contestants.
And then we had
got thrown under the bus.
But now we got the A team back in the studio. Me and Devin.
It is good to be back with you, bro.
It's good to be back. And today it was almost hard to choose which stories because there's so many big ones.
It's always a good problem to have.
It is. Often we have the opposite problem, but not today.
Where you're trying to just like make up stories.
Yes.
Okay.
Today we're going to talk about Taylor Frankie Paul because surprisingly she's not staying silent during the past few days of this crisis. She's on social media commenting, reposting. What do you want her to do?
That's who she is, though, right?
But she's accused of this domestic violence, horrible stuff.
It's terrible, but I mean, if you're, we'll get into it. But she hasn't really broken her silence. She's commenting. She hasn't like posted a video or anything on social, has she?
Devin, she's broken her silence. Man.
Okay.
Let me inform you.
I guess commenting is breaking silence.
Great. Way to plug the fucking episode, Devin. This is unreal, bro.
Well, all right, let me.
Everybody turn off. We got nothing. Turn off.
What's the next story that I can ruin? No, I love the next one. Alan Richson. Oh, it's Richson. It's because it's Jack Reacher.
He's from Jack Reacher. He's pummeling his neighbor. He says neighbor's fault. Neighbor says his fault.
The guy is huge.
Yeah, Alan is massive.
That's not a guy I would, if he was my neighbor, I don't think I'm doing what this neighbor did.
You'd mind your P's and Q's?
I think so. Go on by, sir.
And finally, maybe the best story of the weekend in some respects, Chapel Roan versus an 11-year-old. Who do you believe?
Well, you know my thoughts on Chapel Roan. She's the worst. She's the worst, bro.
But even in this one, you think she's the worst?
100%. I think she's lying.
Okay. We'll do that one as a clip, I reckon. The Chapel Roan, because I feel a bit sorry for her.
What?
I feel sorry.
Oh, you're a sucker.
Okay. We're live on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Leave your comments. And if you're anywhere else, cheers.
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 All right.
Okay. First story of the day. Taylor Frankie Paul is very active on social media. This is despite TMZ releasing the video of her beating up on her now
throwing bar stools at her baby daddy.
You know,
hit the kid that was there at the time. Not a good look. Bachelorette season got canceled. People are very upset about that.
She may be in more legal troubles because of a similar or reportedly similar incident that happened a few weeks ago.
Yeah, the more current, domestic violence allegations that were like made between Dakota and her. Obviously, both saying very different things. But
she's on socials. She's reposting you if you support her with your content. And
so she responded to someone that was telling her to log off saying, want me to stare at the wall instead? Yeah, I actually probably do.
Yeah.
At this time, you can say your piece at some point, but like days after, I think you do need to log off.
But it's also what people love about her is that she's just kind of like unfiltered, raw, terminally online.
Yeah, but it's like she also has a lot of things going on in her personal life. I mean, on Friday, her, baby daddy got custody of the kid, and she obviously has a court date in a couple weeks. I just think she's clearly got a lot going on, and I don't think she should be on TikTok right now.
What should she be doing? Literally staring at the wall?
No, I think she should be surrounded by, loved ones, family, people that care about. I mean, I obviously can't even imagine, not saying that like she didn't deserve to have her show canceled, but like her life is crumbling before her eyes right now. And what she thought was probably going to be one of the biggest opportunities of her life is gone.
And the kids are
too. Because of a video that, obviously is from 3 years ago, which cops saw at the time, she got arrested for, was on probation for, and just now that it's out in the world and everyone can see it, she's kind of losing everything. And whether that's justified or not.
And because if she was on probation for that incident, and then 3 weeks ago something else happened at the house with Dakota, then she's liable and she could be like punished further for the video we saw because she violated probation.
Well, not for the video we saw. I think for the more current stuff.
Yes, but she was on probation for the video we saw.
Right,
and
right.
so she violated probation for the video we saw, which further punishment.
No, that's what I'm saying. So don't you feel like she's got a lot going on that she probably shouldn't be like responding to trolls on social media?
But, you know, we're in 2026. We're all addicted to our phones. Just because something happens, I don't think you can just put down the phone and what do you do? Watch a TV show? Your kids aren't there. Your husband's not, obviously.
Yeah.
Hang out with the bachelor guy you chose?
Well, apparently... Oh, I just knocked that off. Apparently, they're not even together, right? Reportedly, obviously.
Spoiler alert.
Well, I mean, that's like all over the internet, isn't it? And spoiler alert, it's not going to come out.
Yeah.
They're never going to air this.
They said not yet. They said not yet.
So you think it will see the light of day?
I think pending her legal proceedings, probably. They're probably waiting.
Well, I made this point last week, and don't you think this is a good idea? Like when two teams, you know how they have to make all the like for champions of the Super Bowl, you know they make winning gear for both, right?
Right.
Because they have to have everything ready for after the game.
Yeah.
And then don't they send it off to like some country in like South America or Africa that is the team that actually didn't win?
Yeah.
So they shouldn't they just send this footage to some other country?
I think that's not a bad idea. Someone gets to enjoy it. Why waste
someone can enjoy it.
Right.
And I guess we can't have it here, but you could go visit that country and enjoy it.
Wow, what a great idea.
I know. So any like Bachelorette fans that really wanted to see it could just take a vacay.
It'll leak one day, I reckon.
I actually think it will come out eventually.
I think
although from what we've been told, they edited only the first few episodes. So I don't know if all those people are fired, then what they're not going to edit the rest.
True. I just sometimes think if roles were reversed and it was a man going through all of this, we'd have so much more disdain for him. We would all go, sure. What are you, bro? You just did what? And now you're on social media saying, want me to stare at a wall instead? Yeah, bro.
And meanwhile, you're over here like, well, what do you expect her to do? That's why we love her. She's responding to everyone.
I think that's why I said that's why people love her.
Oh.
But also, I understand being on your phone and not being able to get rid of that habit, but responding to comments, reposting shit that's good for you, and like...
You know what I always say? Don't read the comments, bro. But I love our commenters, and it's actually ironic because I read our comments.
Do you read our comments when a lot of them are saying Devin not so good?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Very negative.
I'm sure.
People think you're very negative.
People think I don't like you.
People think you don't like me,
which couldn't be further from the truth.
You're in love with me.
Okay, maybe a little far.
We get a lot of comments that Devin is bullying Cotton.
Yeah,
bullying?
How do I bully you, bro?
Because I'm just like a happy-go-lucky sort of golden retriever, and here you are like, no, your theories are bad.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you say a lot of dumb shit.
I do. That's there is bullying again.
Sorry.
All right, I'm over this story. Let's go to the next one.
Okay, but lawsuits may be coming.
Lawsuits. Shit! I forgot to say that.
That's all you guys need to know on that, right?
Oh yeah, too. There's a report that she was a nightmare on the set of Bachelorette.
Is that right?
Oh, shocker.
Some of that's coming out now. That she exploded on the contestants. Other things are coming.
And apparently the contestants now are all mulling over, right? That they could potentially sue because the season didn't come out and like, we gave up our lives.
Because they're not influencers now.
Yeah, it's like, I gave up my life. I was supposed to get all these brand deals. Like, cry me a river.
Okay, we got too many stories to get. These stories are too big.
All right.
Alan Richson from Jack Reacher was seen beating up on his neighbor over some sort of road rage dispute. You see Alan's bike like strewn in the middle of the road.
Those are his two kids on these little e-bikes. Those are badass little e-bikes.
And I don't know, like, he looks like every Bart, an action star in this. I don't know. He's saying it was the neighbor's fault. That the neighbor came out, started yelling at him, made him fall off his bike, and then challenged him to a fight, basically.
Who's challenging Alan Richson to a fight?
You must be drunk.
Have you seen how big that dude is?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the most obvious thing. I mean, this happens in every neighborhood, in my opinion. What happened here is clearly this guy, Alan, rides his motorcycle, probably, I would assume, at least from the neighbor's perspective, dangerously through the neighborhood.
Okay.
And I'm sure he's been mad at him before and said things to him. And he finally confronted him like, hey, why are you like riding so dangerously through my neighborhood? And they threw down.
Wow.
And I mean, that's just what
the neighbor lost. Could he be sued for this, Alan, or?
I mean, I'm sure he could get sued, and this guy filed a police report. I would not be shocked. I mean, it's all on camera.
Alan
is going to get arrested. I would assume.
The punches are crazy.
Although from Alan's side, what we're told is that before this, it was actually the neighbor who was the aggressor and like knocked him off his bike, and I guess had like gotten to an altercation with him previously. So I mean, I don't know if I see Alan Richson driving. I don't care how he's driving on his motorcycle. I'm not saying anything, man.
Yeah, but just him to do it in front of his kids, like,
yeah, that's a tough
If
look.
you want to beat up on someone, then okay, but like in front of your kids, that's not the way you want them. Like, that's not the role model you want to be.
And is he being a menace in this neighborhood on this Kawasaki?
I guess we'll have to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah,
I enjoy neighbor disputes just as a general sort of theme. Just neighbors at war.
like you like watching them, because I've been involved in them personally, and they're not fun.
What were you arguing over?
I don't know if you ever went to my last apartment in Redondo.
Wasn't that one you shared with your mum?
No, that was when I lived at home, but you're still trying that joke, huh?
Right.
But anyways, I had a dispute with our neighbor below us.
About noise?
Noise. He was not very happy with us.
It's always noise.
Yeah, he was not very happy with us. But we'll see what happens with this. I mean, I would assume, we reached out to cops. They say they're investigating this incident. Obviously, we have it on footage, so the cops are going to look into it. But it's also, if Alan's side is saying the other guy was the aggressor before and actually knocked him off his bike or whatever, then...
that adds to something.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the case of Chapel Roan versus an 11-year-old girl. Who do you believe? The 11-year-old girl was with her very hot mum, I think it's fair to say. They were at a hotel in Brazil enjoying breakfast. That's when Chapel Roan walks in, and the little girl apparently wants to go get a closer look to confirm whether or not it's Chapel Roan. She was unable to confirm, comes back to the table where her and her mother were sitting, and then the security guard approaches, apparently berating the little girl for getting too close, for harassing Chapel Roan. It brought the little girl to tears, apparently.
And did you say who this little girl is? It's Jude Law's daughter.
Wow.
Yeah, right? Is that correct? Because at first
Yes.
I saw it was this Brazilian soccer star that had posted about it, but I guess it's his stepdaughter.
So yeah, a really
So it's
good
actually
star.
Jude Law's daughter.
Yes. And so this Kat Cavalli has moved on from Jude to this soccer star, Jorginho.
Oh, and Kat. Oh, got it. Okay, so because it was the soccer star who posted, right? That's how everyone found out about it.
Yeah, Jorginho took to Instagram, basically going through the event saying, Chapel Roan, you're nothing without your fans, and going through the whole incident. Then Chapel Roan responded, basically saying, I didn't even see this little girl. If someone in my security team did anything, I guess I'm sorry. Okay, let's listen to a second of what she had to say.
I didn't even see a woman and a child. Like, I did not, no one came up to me. No one bothered me. Like, I was just sitting at breakfast in my hotel. I think these people were staying at the hotel as well. So the fact that, like, a security guard I did not ask the security guard to go up and talk to this mother and child. They did not come up to me.
Now,
They weren't doing it.
of the girl has come on and given her own video
To this.
to Chapel's
So
video.
Chapel's saying that wasn't my security. If anything happened, she's blaming the hotel.
Yeah, if anything really, and it doesn't even seem like much happened, but the mum came on and she's very upset. She said it ruined her birthday trip.
Oh no, not her birthday.
We didn't even go to the gig. It was Lollapalooza down there.
They didn't end up going to the show.
Too
Oh,
shattered.
come on.
Too shattered
Come
by
on.
event-
Now I'm starting to turn on the little girl.
The mum is very hot.
I haven't seen her.
And-
That's actually very relevant. I mean, I would imagine if she had a kid with Jude Law and now is with a soccer star, I would guess she's beautiful.
But the hotness of the mum is suspicious to me.
Suspicious.
She's very hot and she wants to show you how hot she is.
So you think she's like trying to insert herself to be famous?
I think she's clout chasing off like seeing Chapel Roan at a hotel and like, okay, now we can
So
be
you
famous.
definitely do think something happened though.
Nothing happened.
What do you mean nothing happened?
I think-
Something happened here.
Or I think, the little girl probably excitedly went over to Chapel Roan and got too close, and a security guard maybe came over and warned them. But then for this to be a big back and forth, Chappell's commenting. Everyone's
Soccer star. Have we heard from Jude Law?
We haven't heard from Jude Law yet.
Okay.
But also, like, the memes going round of Chappell Roan being the worst.
But don't you think this is just because of Chappell Roan's reputation?
Look at this. Remove the coffee cup.
Yeah, she's
Remove the coffee cup.
You don't need to do that.
Play. Press play. You see, I mean, she wants to be...
Oh, is she
She's speaking in...
Spanish or
Yeah.
Portuguese?
This is a 6.5 minute reply.
I don't need 6.5 minutes from the little girl's mom.
Right.
I don't need 6.5 minutes. But what I will say about this is just Chappell Roan's reputation, though.
Yeah.
She treats her fans really bad. She's always bitching about being famous. She's like always complaining about being a celebrity and getting into it with paparazzi. It's like now when someone does accuse her of being rude, I actually am kind of on your side now. I think maybe she didn't do anything and it might have not been her security, but she's built this reputation that it's like, oh, that makes sense that she was rude to a little girl that wanted to see her. But if you're the little girl, that's such a traumatic experience. You couldn't go to the concert. Come on.
Yeah, I mean...
Come on.
I agree. But, you know,
come on.
In some good news, like a nice final note to end it on, is they just posted again with another celebrity.
Who did?
Thank you for your kindness, Louis Capaldi, they said.
I love Louis Capaldi.
Louis Capaldi took a photo.
I actually think that guy has got one of the best voices in the entire world.
Yeah, he's got a good voice.
He's an interesting guy.
He's an interesting guy.
I get where you're going.
But now these guys are just like selfie takers. They're running around to different people's tables at breakfast, probably trying to get photos and like, chill. No, not right now.
But Chappell Roan is now saying that didn't even happen.
I didn't even see her. Security stopped her before it got to that point. Ooh.
I don't know. My whole take is always that like I just don't have sympathy for celebrities. Dude, they know what they're getting into when they become famous.
Yeah, but still.
Sorry, there's some downsides to being a celebrity and being famous. You're going to get hassled at breakfast. And yeah, it sucks, but sorry, it's a part of the gig.
Can you imagine how nice the breakfast would have been at your 5-star hotel and like, you know, probably help yourself to smoke salmon and that?
She couldn't take one photo with the little girl?
There's so many
if Chappell doesn't want to be famous, stop performing at the Grammys, stop showing up to events,
I'm
stop going to red carpets. Stop all of it because it's not a double standard, you stupid clown bitch.
Oh,
Branson.
Please cut that.
Cut that from the fucking...
Cut that from the record.
That was crazy, Branson. I think she's allowed to be an artist. She's allowed to be a performer. And I don't think you have to love the other side that goes with it.
But it comes with it, dude. Sorry. Newsflash. When you're a famous celebrity and a famous pop star, people are going to love you and want to talk to you and take photos with you.
Not at breakfast.
That's where you draw the line. What about at lunch?
Can we keep breakfast
What about
sacred?
at dinner? I will say a lot of celebrities, their biggest gripe is when they're eating.
Yeah.
Why? The one I will get is when they're with their family. Like when they're with their kids and stuff. I get that. What does it matter if you're eating?
If you're enjoying your pastries and stuff, like let me be.
Okay.
Let me be.
All right.
Okay, comments time.
We strike Branson's comment from the record.
Yeah.
Taylor Frankie Paul, Drew C. She needs to be off the internet. See, I agree with you, Drew. Just for a little.
Yeah.
Just for a little.
Yeah.
Take a little break. Maybe come back during summer. And also, she clearly has a side and how she feels about all this. There'll be a time where you can tell your side.
You don't have to retweet all or re-whatever.
Love Shell LC3. I don't know why it's so confusing for everyone. They feel like this is not the time to release it, but they will with a disclaimer as other networks have in the past when there's a scandal.
Maybe.
I mean, the thing is the incident didn't happen on the show.
But it's domestic abuse, bro. Imagine
Yeah,
if
I
someone
know.
was up for The Bachelor and then video came out of him beating up on his girlfriend.
I mean, but that's just that's commentary on societal like gender roles.
Yeah.
And how
But
like
it shouldn't
men
be any
are-
different.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. I mean, those bar stools were coming in
Yeah.
quick. Alan Richson, Addy,
Addy, yeah.
Addy woke up to that video of Reacher whooping butt this morning. LOL. I know it is kind of funny. You know, when you see action stars, I'm always wondering if they're like actually about that life in real life.
There you go.
Alan is.
He is.
Because most of them, I'm like, The Rock, I could see.
Most of them are just vanity muscles.
Most of them, I'm like Tom Cruise isn't whooping anyone's ass.
I'm not into vanity muscles. If you have muscles, use
You're
them.
not into any muscles, dude. Look at you.
If I had muscles, I would use them. You know what I mean? Like, why build them just for vanity?
What do you mean?
You have people taking creatine and you know what I mean?
What do you know about mussels? You don't know the first thing about mussels.
Delicious.
I knew you were going to say, oh, the shellfish. Kevin Murray, he was in character. Yeah, I mean, it literally looked like a scene out of Reacher, which I thought was pretty cool. Chaperone, well, not cool for the neighbor.
No.
Yeah, the neighbor. So
Injuries.
he did seem pretty injured. Lori, Boy George told her she needs to be a little nicer a few weeks ago because fame doesn't last. So this isn't a good look, regardless if it's her fault or not. It might just be guilty by association, like I said. Like anything she does, people are going to be like, oh, it's definitely Chaperone.
It's boy who cried wolf sort of thing. It's like,
Yeah.
you know.
But actually, I mean, on the outside, I was busy this weekend. I only was reading headlines. Now that I have all the information, I actually don't know if she did anything wrong.
She didn't even see her.
Yeah, I don't know if she did anything wrong.
It wasn't even her security.
I know. Sheeleon, who's number 14 Dodger, TMZ. I actually think I got this shirt for free at a Dodger game. It's a Kike Hernandez, and I don't even think he's number 14 still.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a throwback.
Vintage.
Because he left the Dodgers, came back to the Dodgers. Yeah. Kayla Wright, I love Devin and Charlie's podcast. Look forward to it every weekend. LOL. Ooh,
Thank you,
wow,
Kayla.
on the weekend she enjoys
Just
it.
binge, probably.
That's awesome. Tracy, Devin is a real one. Love you, Tracy. See, there are some positive comments.
Is that the first nice comment about Devin? Devin is a
They
real
had
one.
they made that one up. There's no one
We
named.
get nice.
There's
comments.
not even someone named Tracy that
They made
watches
it up.
this show.
That's Brandon
Tracy.
trying to.
We get nice comments sometimes.
You do.
Send them my way because I need them to like
Someone
uplift
said they
me.
agree with you wholeheartedly. By the way, here.
Oh wow.
That's good too.
Wow. There we go.
Well, there's two.
Okay.